So today we are building a quick and simple project. It is the tiered planter. It's actually a project I built back in 2017. And since then, it's one of the most popular projects on my website, and there are thousands of people that have built it. However, back in 2017, I wasn't really making a lot of videos. I do have a small video for this, but it's really small. It's really bad quality, and I kind of need to build this project again. So I thought I'll take the opportunity to make a new video. The great thing about this project is that it uses just a few cedar picket fence boards and a few 2x2s. And if you use furring strips, you can actually build this entire thing for under $10. But before we get started, if you are new here, I am Annika, and I am here to demystify DIY and inspire and empower you to build all of the things. And I share a ton of simple, easy, intermediate projects and tutorials, as well as a ton of tool tutorials. So if you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now let's get building. I am cutting down my boards on my miter saw, but of course you could use a circular saw or even a manual miter box. I do have the entire cut list, dimensions, as well as step-by-step schematics for you in a printable woodworking plan, so be sure to get that from the description below. Now it's time to sand down these boards. I started by sanding them with 60 grit because they are super duper rough. And then I stepped through 80 grit, 120 grit, and 150 grit. I have a detailed tutorial on all things sanding and how to get the best finish possible, and I will link to that in the description below. And as you can see, at the end of it, it looks really gorgeous. However, since I have a planer, I decided to send the boards through the planer a couple of times so that I got rid of most of that excessive roughness, and then I only had to sand the boards with 120 grit. Now for the 2x2s for the legs, of course you could buy 2x2 furring strips. You'll just have to really look for good quality boards. Or I like to rip down my own 2x2s from 2x4 boards on the table saw. And then I just cut them down to size on my miter saw. Now let's build the boxes. The boxes are actually really straightforward and easy to build. You just want to use wood glue and finish nails. For the wood glue, you want to make sure that you are using exterior wood glue because that is the one that is going to hold the boards together. The nails are just holding everything together until the glue dries. And that is one box. And of course, we need to build a total of 3 boxes. Now let's go ahead and put everything together. We're going to start with the shortest set of legs and attach one of the boxes to the top of those legs. I am using 2-inch exterior grade screws. Now for the next set of legs, you want to make sure you mark exactly the length of the shorter legs so that you can attach the box to that position. Now for the next step, I'm going to go ahead and mark the length for the third set of legs right now because later it'll be hard to do that. Once that's marked, I can go ahead and attach the box to the second set of legs using exterior wood screws. And then I can turn that entire thing over and attach that to the next set of legs, making sure to align everything to the height that we had marked. Now it's time for the very final box. Everything became a little too high for me on the workbench, so I moved everything to the workshop floor and attached the box to the legs, and then attached the last set of legs as well. And that is the planter. I made drainage holes inside all of the boxes. I stained the entire planter using deck stain, which also seals it, and then I added landscape fabric on the inside. However, you can also use just plastic pots and put them in here. I did add it in my entryway and added some flowers, but you could also use herbs and seasonal decorations. Here are some pictures of how some of the audience members that have built this planter are using them.